been. Do you have any final thoughts about pain and how we can deal with it?
Yeah, first off, know that everyone has pain. Like life is pain. You're going to experience that. And to dull it completely out it's not going to happen. Everyone deals with pain and different kinds of pain. So understand that there are ways and techniques that can help you, and really listening to your body and making sure when that pain is something that's unbearable to go see a doctor and to find some answers so you can live better and live healthier and feel better in your daily life.
Think chick comedy, think chick comedy, think chick comedy. Serenity Jones, Worcester's main squeeze, just follow me. Think chick comedy, think chick comedy, think chick comedy. Think chick comedy, think chick comedy, think chick comedy. Let's get to the butt of the jokes. I ain't really trying to hang out. Now that I got my
Am I in? Hello, hello, hello. You are listening to Stand Ups and Standouts with Thick Chick Comedy, Serenity Jones on Unity Radio 97.9 FM, Worcester's Community Connection. You can watch us on Facebook Live at Unity Radio MA, or you can stream us at WUTY979.org. So, guys, this Saturday, I am going to be back at One Eye Jack's right over at 433 Park Ave. We are doing the Get Laid Luau Comedy Night. I have Neil Bryant coming in. He is the founder of the Carolina Comedy Explosion. He is from the Carolinas. He's performed at Slade's. He's going to put on a great show. We also have Chase Abel, who has been working with the legendary Godfrey. He's performed at the Wilbur, and he just hosted Worcester's own Corey Rodriguez's comedy special that they filmed out in Philly. On Wednesday, I'll be at Tavern 13, which is the old Monument Tap in Leominster, which is really ironic for me because I actually won the Wicked Pisser Comedy Chaos Battle there. So I'm going back to host my own show, which is super, super exciting. That's over at 13 Central Street in Leominster. And then on Thursday, I'm actually headlining in Boston at the Carver Den over at 86 Talbot Ave with Peaches Entertainment. So I'm really excited. Got a lot going on. Come out this Saturday, Worcester. You're going to see a great show. These performers are excellent. So yeah, come on down. So in the studio with me, I have returning for the second time. Up and coming. You probably want to get a little closer to the mic.
Yep.
Up and coming hip hop artist. Now, this guy, he has been in the Telegram and Gazette. You were the 2021 Music to Watch. You were on the Worcester magazine cover. You were just in the Real 20 and 21 book. What aren't you doing? Jafet Music. Welcome back.
Welcome back. Appreciate you having me.
I appreciate you coming back. So you kind of had a big deal today.
Yeah. Busy day in the art.
A busy day, yeah. So you actually got to perform for Worcester State.
Yep. I was actually at Clark University, and I was performing for the Rap Fair, which is ran by UPCS. I'm pretty sure University Campus Park, which is one of the high schools. So yeah, it was a beautiful event. I was there performing, and the kids' energy was incredible. So
I bet. I mean, to not have to go to class, to be able to see a hip hop concert. Right. Who else was performing with you?
So also performing with me on my set was Muzic. Shout out to you, incredible dancer.
I love
I know you're connected with Muzic.
I was like, wait a minute, Muzic's not a rapper. Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, I had him come through to just hyping up the crowd and dance. He showed love to me, so it's only right that I extended it back to him. I also had Molly Jane Gain, which is an incredible singer and rapper. She was there rapping and singing with me. So
you were just telling me about that, Molly. If you're listening, I'm interested in getting your story and talking to you. I love a woman out in the field. If it's technically a man's world, when you say with the rap game, I feel like it's that way for the comedy anyway.
Well, she's multi-talented. She's a singer, guitar player, rapper, so she does it all. So she's
I love it. I can't wait to meet her. So you're gonna definitely have to link me with her.
Also, Death of the Simplicity. The DOS was there performing, and one of my favorite local artists. Part of the Worcester Hip Hop Congress as well. Nice. So yeah, we were there and we turned it up. The kids turned it up too. It was like seeing them perform. Some of the kids are amazing. So yeah, it was a beautiful thing for the city.
That's amazing. That is amazing. So I know I had reached out to you a few times, during the pandemic, when we were coming out of the pandemic, asking you if you wanted to perform.
Yeah.
So is this like one of your first times back on the stage, on a big stage again?
Yeah, for sure. The last time I performed was like 2 years ago.
Was it 2 years ago?
Yeah, I mean, other than like one verse, I really don't count. But the last time I really performed was like 2 years ago. So, just taking the time to create art, you know,
because you've pumped out a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I'm about to release my 4th album in a year and a half.
That's a
and I
lot.
have a bunch of features and stuff too. So, just trying to stay creative as far as like creating the art itself. So I'm at a point now where I'm working on myself enough where I can just start taking performances more. So it's all a process for me.
Right.
Since performing is like spiritual. Like I don't want to go around doing karaoke just because
Right,
money's
right.
involved, the opportunity. It's like I want to be connected.
I got that because I remember I had called you when I was doing the Comedy Arena over at the 3Gs, and I was like, "Hey, do you want to come down and do a set?" And you were like, "Oh no!" And I think that when I was first getting back, I was like a total like had to be on that stage and kind of took things that maybe I probably shouldn't. I wouldn't today, but just out of like that desire of wanting to be out.
Yeah, and I'm blessed. If it wasn't this performance being for the children and inspiring the teens in the city, it's like I probably wouldn't have taken it. But I'm glad that it did because it hit a switch in me where like
now you're ready.
I started eating cleaner, eating raw fruits and vegetables. Drinking a gallon of water.
You just lost 20 pounds.
Yeah, lost 20 pounds.
You look great.
3 weeks. So if it
3 weeks, I wish I could lose 20 pounds in 3 weeks.
If you get with me, I got the plan for you.
Oh God, I'll always be hungry. All right, yeah, we're gonna definitely discuss that, definitely. Because summertime is coming, and
we just want to be healthy. It's not necessarily about appearance. It's just feeling better. Having energy to be positive.
No, absolutely. And, I think that pandemic, like, I feel like I've gotten so lazy.
And it's also a tough time in the world. It creates depression, uncertainty,
COVID, can't leave the house, can't see family members. Now we're dealing with potentially a nuclear war. It's a
lot.
It is a lot. It is a lot.
So, I figured, it's the perfect time to get in tune with myself and my spirit. And I'm just glad that I was able to do that today. And hopefully this opens the floodgates for me killing shows everywhere.
Absolutely. Now, those kids were actually studying your music.
Yeah. So, thanks to Megan Ross, she's a teacher out in Holy Cross, in Clark University as well, and they picked up our songs and my project from the Art Brace and Damage, and they did some studies on it.
So how did they find you? Like, how does and this just probably it sounds probably a little bit different for the listeners too. Like, oh, like college students are studying hip hop, like. That's wild.
I think the foundation of it is just my constant work in the community before I was even putting art out, putting music out. I was just an activist and pretty much just spreading a positive message and the message that hip hop is bigger than what the mainstream shows. The knowledge, the love, all the elements, and I was just always an advocate. And when I started releasing music, I think that it just naturally, it was easy to point me out as someone that cares about the culture in the right way. And
well, I mean, hip hop is essentially poetry,
right? Yeah, the music aspect, especially the spoken word, it definitely comes from back in the day, spoken word poetry.
Yeah.
So
what was that like, knowing that you have college kids analyzing your music, going through it? Were you nervous about that? Because I think I'd be like, oh, are they going to critique me?
Not necessarily nervous. Just more like it's surreal.
Yeah. So like you took it open arms, like you're like, okay, like just,
of course.
I think I would be a little, scared. Scared.
The way I look at it is, I held back my art from the world for so long. So when I finally got to the point where I was comfortable releasing it, it's like I knew that once I put it out in public, it's not mine anymore. Like I can't worry about its perception. I should just be proud of the fact that I created it.
Yeah, absolutely. And you've got some great music. Great music out. So it's Clark University, Worcester State, and WPI that are all doing this class together?
No, it was Holy Cross and Clark University. So Megan Ross is actually, she's one of the people that helped begin the Worcester Hip Hop Congress. And my connection through those, that for simplicity, them two were connected, doing a lot of work in the community. And that's how I believe that, and also SER, Danny Phantom and Kanan.
Yeah.
Kanan did tons of work in a community that wasn't even known. The spotlight wasn't put on him how it should have been. Like he helped start the rap fair like 2 or 3 years ago. He put in a lot of work, put a studio together for the kids, was helping them cultivate their art. And so, that inspiration came from that. Danny's in the community also building, Dose is doing it. So it's just only natural for eventually for me to have my turn to shine a light.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Mhm.
That is amazing. I love that you're working with the kids and that they're actually studying you. Like
Yeah, they love
that
it.
really speaks volumes.
Yeah, I had a kid come up to me from my neighborhood. I grew up from a Great Brook Valley, and he asked for my autograph just because he knew like the connection. Like he came from where I come from, so he understood the struggle. And to see me,
It's inspiring.
Yeah, and like that's what I do it for. Like I don't necessarily care for anything else other than inspiring people.
Absolutely. And anything that can keep these kids out of trouble and keep them
100%.
busy is obviously a positive.
Yeah, hip hop and basketball saved my life. Like I was a troubled kid. Cops coming to my house all the time.
Mhm.
Psychiatrists.
Yeah.
ADHD, getting kicked out of schools.
So I would never picture that with you because I feel like you're, you're very humble, peaceful, like calm. I've shared some discussions with you. You're like, oh yeah, don't worry about what other people do. I'm not worried about that. Like, and I'm like, yeah, you know what? He's right. He's right.
So like I used to eat lunch with the principal every day because
You were in
they
trouble.
wouldn't let me do recess. They would make me copy a dictionary during lunch.
Oh my god, I think that would make me more of
So,
a
like,
rebel.
I spent a lot of time alone, always in my mind, and so instead of me becoming a rebel, which I already was, it kind of
Yeah.
made me understand that I didn't want to be in that position.
Amazing.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be
right. You're like, okay,
up.
I don't like this. What can I do to escape my thoughts?
Everyone's going on field trips, and I'm missing every single event as a kid.
Yeah, that's got to be hard.
It's dark,
Yeah, I feel singled out.
Yeah, and I was known for that. I was known for being a knucklehead. So it saved my life. Like finding hip hop and basketball, like I would go to the basketball court alone for 7 hours a day.
So the youth can really relate to you.
100%. And like that's what I do it for. Like that's my number one thing is helping kids not fall in that pit that society sometimes blanket over
and
them.
sometimes systemically, if you
100%.
grow up in the valley, you don't have as many opportunities as if you had grown up in the west side of the city.
Yeah, like I was explaining to you, like I grew up like stigmatized, like that's a valley kid.
Mm-hmm.
So the opportunities were shortened right off the bat. Never mind being a Boricua, like
right. That's 2 strikes, right?
Yeah. So it's one of those things where I just want to
but you're trying to get into a positive.
Yeah, I want to change the narrative and then do what I can to provide that outlet.
And the Hip Hop Congress, like they've been doing a ton of stuff. I so wanted to be a part of their breakdancing.
And you will be.
I know, right? You're gonna have to totally hook me up. I want to come down there and cover it.
You have to do the head spin on them.
Yeah, right. I don't know. I'll probably break my neck. I would probably break my neck. But I love that they're bringing back that like 80s raw culture. Like I almost feel like we're gonna see boomboxes back next.
Yeah, for sure. And that's it's not necessarily about bringing it back, but it's also about for us remembering where we come from.
That's exactly why I wanted to go.
We want to keep that. We want to keep the evolution process going. We don't necessarily want to stay stuck in the same thing, but we also want to acknowledge where we come from, and build on those elements, because that's what helped free our souls. Like where hip hop came from in the Bronx.
Yeah.
It was dark times, bro, burning buildings and a lot of poverty and, oppression. So that's where it comes from. So like all the bright lights, and it's not really about that,
I'm telling you, like I would just go through and look at their pictures from the hip hop, the breakdancing that they did. And like, it just like took me back to, when my brothers were like, there was a piece of cardboard on the street and they're spinning around. And
yeah, I was like 7 years old doing head spins in the projects on cardboard. Before I was rapping, I was breakdancing, seeing graffiti everywhere. So rap was like the last element that was introduced to me in that way.
So it's just like, because you know how like they're bringing like powwow in and all the like, so I feel like they're rebirthing like culture.
It's beautiful.
It is beautiful.
It's a beautiful thing.
It is beautiful. I always like when I'm coming into the studio, I love to see that painting right across the street from like the DCU with the bird. Like, and like I got to see that like the whole process. Like first I had no idea what it's gonna be. And then I'm like, oh, I think it's gonna be this. And then I just drive by it. It's just such a beautiful piece of art on the side of a building.
I love it. And my only concern with that, I'm not against the art and the aesthetic of it, but my only concern is that we're not connecting with the community. Like I believe there's a lot of artists locally that should be getting these opportunities.
Yep.
It's beautiful that they're still bringing artists from different places, but my only concern is that it's being used to like gentrify the city in a way, because everyone's getting pushed out of the inner city.
Oh my God, my rent's
the rent prices going up crazy.
Twice during a pandemic.
Like Main South, they pushed us to Main South because it's a lower income neighborhood, and now it's like they're raising prices all around it and pushing people out of Worcester.
I had a girlfriend that like looked at an apartment in the thick of Main South, and it was like a tiny studio apartment, and it was like $1,200.
It's ridiculous
for Main South, like in the thick of it. And like she went there, and like there was people like urinating in the driveway as she's going in to like look at the place. So we are gonna. Do we have time to play the song, Angie? No. Okay, we'll play it when we come back. but yeah, it's just crazy. So yeah, we do need to like keep investing in ourselves. And
And I don't mean to put a dark cloud over it because I do love seeing the art. But it's just an observation.
yeah,
And I
yeah.
have to be honest, especially since I'm on the airwaves, it's my responsibility as a true hip hop artist.
Absolutely. We're going to take a quick break. You've been listening to Stand Ups and Standouts with Thick Chick Comedy, Serenity Jones on Unity Radio 97.9 FM, Worcester's Community Connection.
Creative Cakes by Colleen is a custom bakery. Whether it's birthdays, business, or weddings, any gathering is truly special when their cakes and cupcakes are there. At Creative Cakes Cafe, they serve breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and their own baked goodies. Creative Cakes by Colleen and the Creative Cakes Cafe is located in the Worcester Public Market in Worcester's historic Canal District. Creative Cakes by Colleen, serving items you will not find elsewhere. Learn more at www.ccc-cafe.com.
Hi, I'm Haley from Donut Homies. Enjoy our custom-made donut treats. We aim for uniqueness in the products we make. Donut Homies is located at 160 Green Street at the Worcester Public Market in the Canal District. Donut Homies. We offer perfection in the service we provide. Learn more at donuthomies.com.
Are you looking to fully customize your dessert experience? At Sub-Zero Nitrogen Ice Cream in the Worcester Public Market, you select your own flavors and mix-ins to create endless combinations. The ice cream is flash frozen before your very eyes in a blast of chilled fog. This patented process uses liquid nitrogen to make the smoothest, creamiest ice cream on the planet. It's time to experience ice cream like never before. We also accommodate just about any allergy, including nuts, with our many base selections like vegan, lactose-free, yogurt, keto, and of course our premium and low-fat options. Sub-Zero Nitrogen Ice Cream is located at the Worcester Public Market. Learn more about takeout, deliveries, catering, and STEM presentations at subzeroicecream.com.
Unity Radio, Worcester's Community Connection.
Hi, this is Raymond Lopolito, the general manager of the Worcester Smiles Football Club, and you're listening to Unity Radio, Worcester's Community Connection.
Thick Chick Comedy, Thick Chick Comedy, Thick Chick Comedy. Serenity Jones, Worcester's main squeeze, just follow me. Thick Chick Comedy, Thick Chick Comedy, Thick Chick Comedy.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. You are listening to Stand Ups and Standouts with Thick Chick Comedy, Serenity Jones on Unity Radio 97.9 FM. Worcester's Community Connection. Hey, shout out Milsey and Quasi. They were just in the comments, guys. We love it. Milsey, I was so excited when he told me that you performed with him today. I'm absolutely loving that. And I told him during the break that you were coming back and you were doing the Honest John from Def Comedy Jam show with me at the White Eagle, that you're going to be performing there too. So I love that this network is like, we're all working together. It's dope. It's so dope. So we are actually, why don't we play your song? So you kind of had like a spiritual awakening. You're talking about, changes that you've been through, and you've came up with a song called Heavenly Father. What is the backstory on that? Tell us the backstory real quick, and then Angie's going to play it for us.
So the backstory real quick, it's a song that I wrote originally to one of my beats that because I produce as well. But I'm working with a super producer from UK named Dr. G, amazing producer. I sent him the clip of the song. He's like, yo, please send that to me. And he remixed it. And when he sent back the remix, I was like speechless. I was like, I can't believe it. So
was that like, did you lose your father? Is that
no? So that song, I did lose my father, but it's not connected. So that song pretty much for me was just like looking deep inside. And it's like all the adversity I faced and like all the tough times I faced in life. And I'm finally getting to places spiritually where I always wanted to be, especially with my art. So that's what the song signifies. And, the video, you can see I took it back to my old projects in the block.
Yeah,
grew
I
up
saw
on.
that you were in the valley. Yep.
And you can see,
Yep.
like I made a little collage for all the Worcester magazines that I've been on.
Yes, yes.
So it's just like,
and there's been a lot.
Yeah, it's been quite a few, like 10 or
For
11.
somebody who hasn't been outperforming, you've been in the paper a lot.
Wait, and there's more coming.
There will be.
Real
Yes, there
soon.
will. That's way. So let's take a listen. Let's listen to this. Let's check out this new song, the new release.
Heavenly Father, produced by Dr. G.
She's getting it there. Do you need a minute, Ange? All right. So when she's figuring that out, she'll give us a little cue. But yeah, it's a very spiritual. I thought it was very powerful. But yes, you have been in Worcester Magazine, the Telegram, a lot for somebody who has not been out performing. You were the 2021 one of the artists to keep an eye out for. You, Danny Phantom, and what's it?
Kanan.
Kanan. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So we made the project Volume 1, Stand Capital Recordings, which is our independent record label. And yeah, it was an honor. I listened to the project again for the first time in months yesterday, and I'm like, wow, like this is special.
Yeah.
So I know I hope to one day elevate that particular project on a higher platform so the world could really get in tune.
So you don't listen to your music over and over again? Like, do you
Nah.
you finish something and then you're like, okay?
Once I finish it and like I'm over, I just dust it because
Really?
I'm creating way too much to like I'm not one of those people that like have a highlight reel and keep looking at their highlight reel.
Really? Okay.
Like I don't
yeah,
care
so you're
what I
so
did in the
humble.
past.
You're so humble. Like,
There's more work to do.
there's always more
I'm not
work
where
to
I
do.
need to be. I could work harder than what I'm working now. So
Yeah, we can always.
it's just keeping that in mind. I don't have time to glorify what I did in the past.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Very, very humble. Very humble. Yeah. Yeah, I respect that. I'm a little bit of the opposite. Like,
It's good to indulge in it.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Like it's like pros and cons. Like sometimes
how do you remember your songs when you go back to perform? Or like,
I practice.
you have
know,
to practice
but
it again?
Yeah, I'll practice them, but it's like even then it's still foggy because I have so much other things in my head.
Yeah. I saw a post from another hip hop performer, and he was like, hey, I got to go over my music again. I got a show coming up.
Yeah.
And I kind of thought it was funny, but like, do you think he really forgot his
I heard Lil Wayne say he don't remember any of his songs
sometimes I forget my jokes.
because you make so much you create so much
Yeah.
art and you're working so much. It's like
Well, that's another reason why like I go over my past tapes. So that way I'm like, oh, like I could redo this joke and reverse it and bring it back to life. And I'm like, I can't believe I forgot about that. Or
I feel like I get more inspiration when I let it sit for like 4 or 5 months and then I go back to listen to it. I'm like, oh, now I remember the magic that was in it when we were creating
the passion.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like it's more of like being able to reminisce instead of staying stuck on it. I don't like staying stuck on it.
Yeah.
I just reminisce when I need to, just so I can get
So
inspiration.
In the music field, do you have to like so for comedy, like the first time I say a joke, chances are like, yeah, it might be funny, but like I don't know. I feel like I have to keep practicing it to learn like that the proper delivery.
Right.
How to drop it, the pauses, the enthusiasm or, the tone that I'm delivering it with.
Yeah. It's the same way when rapping and recording. If you don't like when I'm writing, if I was to record it right on the spot, the cadence is probably, clearer. But, when you're not recording on the spot and you're working on something as time goes, you have to practice it. So you understand the delivery and the cadence and the type of energy you have to give it.
But I feel like if I like take some time off, then like I won't remember a joke on the stage and I'll get off and I'll be like, oh man, like I can't believe I forgot that. Like so mad at myself.
And it happens to rappers too.
Does it? You miss a verse and
I might not miss it, but I'll spit my second verse first and my first verse second.
Okay. Is that good to go, Ange? Possibly. Okay, so we're gonna try to play this again. If not, we'll figure it out during the next break.
No worries.
But yeah, we'll definitely so you will spit them out differently. Oh, I didn't even think you guys would do that. Like I
don't know. It just it could happen. One thing about me, if I was to stumble, I pick it back up.
Like, right.
You can't.
Nobody
let the crowd
else
know
knows.
you're struggling. Yeah.
Nobody else knows. But in my head, I'm like beating myself up.
Yeah. And then sometimes like you just gotta be a free spirit with your art form, and sometimes those are the best performances when you're not necessarily too focused or worried. You're
right.
just in the
Yeah.
moment,
Yeah, I feel like with the more experience that I've gotten. Oh, here we go. Perfect. I'll take a listen.
All right, here it is. Heavenly Father.
Heavenly Father.
Turning pages in the book, out in the days it took. Amazed to look how far we come from blazing a brook. Praising crooks, I thank God for help raising my foot. I ain't never had to still to get ahead. Others chose to ruin the whole meal for some bread. Every day I'm blessed to even walk this path. Your kids who admire me ask for autographs. Though I deal with anxiety, but put on a mask. Fears of hearing the daughter laughing, I can't provide. Amplified by the shot from light like a lamp to fly. Things might look fabulous, but I can't deny it. Only thing I've inherited was a cancer diet. This shit is wild to me. School of hard knocks, graduated with a foul degree. Somehow I'm proud to see everything I've become as a child I wasn't allowed to be. Had to find myself like needle in a haystack. They only feed you if they need you or can pay back. I learned distance is the key to help me find peace. No distractions, so reenactments in mind. Focusing on the moment, we can't go back or rewind. I let my soul drift, traveling out of space, exploring the ups and downs, sweet smells and sour taste. Flirting with time, do I know the difference in our mates? Yeah, I'm a fool for purpose and destiny. I trust intentions for blessings to leave my legacy. And still they question me like I ain't give it all yet. If hip-hop was my house, I took out the trash and my floor sweat. This shit is wild to me. School of hard knocks, graduated with a foul degree. Somehow I'm proud to see everything I've become as a child I wasn't allowed to be.
Getting love in the comment section on the live feed. I saw a lot of hearts in there. So I listened to that song last night, but now after talking to you and hearing the backstory, I really get the song. Like it's like everything that you thought you couldn't be.
Not what I couldn't,
or that
what people
thought. Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
Like I had people like closest to me tell me I'll never rap after my accident. Like, you know, like those like stabbing the heart type of
Right,
moments, you know?
right. Like you work so hard and you feel like you're getting somewhere.
And it's like, nah, it's like you know who you are, but like people are doubting it. But like you know, so it's like, yo, how can you doubt it?
So
you know?
I'm glad that you actually brought that up because in the real 2021, the book that you are featured in, what's Sunas? Is that how we pronounce his name? Yeah. He's a premier hip hop writer. He's written for The Source. You said
Double XL magazine.
Yeah, like anybody who's into music would know who this guy is. And he had said that, like, you know, when he had first met you, that you had a slight wisp and like your enunciation was a little bit off. But then he also noted that like how it's much clearer, like it's so much clearer now, and you really put a lot of work into that.
Yeah.
And at first I was thinking it was like you had a wisp from like growing up, but you actually had a bad accident.
Yeah, a horrible accident. Almost snapped my neck like a chicken wing.
You are so lucky that you were okay. And that actually, so you busted your jaw.
Yeah. So like, just to make, you know, long story short, I was dehydrated. I worked out all day. You know, it was like 2:00 in the morning. I was hanging out with my friends, just chilling. I was on a cement ledge. It was like 8 feet tall, 10 feet tall. And like, I blacked out and just landed face first into the cement.
That's crazy.
And, dislocated jaw, you know, 9 stitches on my chin.
3 weeks in the hospital.
3 teeth lost. You know, gum. Half of my gum is missing. 3 weeks in the hospital. I had to teach myself how to rap all over again.
What about just even talking?
Yeah, even talking. I had to learn how to. But rapping is so much harder than talking. That was the mission, you know.
Yeah.
And like I said, you know, it was dark moments where like everyone just like around me just kind of gave up on.
And I love that you are like, no, not what I can't do. Because sometimes I feel like when people reflect on you, it's really easy to get stuck into, you know, allowing what they think to determine where you're gonna go.
Right, and that's just
it's a mindset.
It's about how they feel about themselves.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what I had to learn that growing up. Like, I can't even take it personal. Like, that's how people feel about themselves.
Yeah, hurt people hurt people.
Exactly.
Yeah, but I love that. Like, you're always so positive. Because even when I've been like, like this is for, you know, like, don't worry about that. Like, get your own stuff going. And I love that. Like, you know, I have you as another artist that, you know, can give me that strength and remind me that, you know, yeah, I could do this. Like,
for sure.
You know, I got this.
We're all capable of moving mountains, you know.
Yeah,
sometimes
we really are.
We just need people to believe in us, but ultimately, as long as we believe in ourselves,
but manifesting and then to manifest. All right, we're going to talk about that when we come back. We're going to take another quick little break. You are listening to Stand Ups and Standouts with Thick Chick Comedy, Serenity Jones on Unity Radio, 97.9 FM, Worcester's Community Connection.
Unity Radio. Worcester, we've got you.
Hi, my name is Robert Harden Jr., and I live in Worcester. My two daughters, wife, and I got vaccinated because we understand how dangerous COVID can be. Everyone who's at least 5 years is eligible to be vaccinated. Bring your family to the Worcester Public Library, located at 3 Salem Square, for your first, second, or booster vaccines any Wednesday from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m., or Saturday from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. A medical professional will administer the vaccine to anyone who is at least 5 years old and will monitor for any signs of an allergic reaction. Let's protect our community. This notice is sponsored by Girls Inc. of Worcester and UMass Chan Medical School.
Hi, I'm Dr. Maddie Castile. I'm the Commissioner of Health and Human Services, and I want you to protect yourself and your family from COVID. Walk into the Worcester Public Library at 3 Salem Square any Wednesday from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. or Saturday from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. A medical professional will administer the vaccine to people of ages 5 and older, and then will monitor for signs of an allergic reaction. This notice is sponsored by the City of Worcester and UMass Chan Medical School.
Las vacunas del COVID-19 son la mejor forma de protegerse usted, sus hijos y nuestra comunidad. Son seguras y efectivas. Entre a la Biblioteca Pública de Worcester cualquier miércoles de 11 a 7 p.m. o los sábados de 11 a 5 p.m. para una vacuna contra el COVID gratis. Un profesional médico le administrará una vacuna contra el COVID-19 gratis a cualquiera que tenga por lo menos 5 años de edad y lo monitorearán por cualquier signo de reacción alérgica. Protéjase usted y su familia antes de que recrudezca el invierno. Mensaje patrocinado por la ciudad de Worcester y la Escuela de Medicina UMass Chan.
This is Unity Radio, 97.9 Worcester.
Thick Chick Comedy, Thick Chick Comedy, Thick Chick Comedy. Serenity Jones, Worcester's main squeeze, just follow me. Thick Chick Comedy, Thick Chick Comedy, Thick Chick Comedy. Thick Chick Comedy, Thick Chick Comedy, Thick Chick Comedy. Let's get to the butt of the jokes. I ain't really trying to hang out, cause now that I got my own show, I'm really trying to branch out.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. You are listening to Stand Ups and Standouts with Thick Chick Comedy, Serenity Jones on Unity Radio, 97.9 FM, Worcester's Community Connection. In the studio with me, I have a all-around good guy, great performer, up-and-coming hip-hop artist, working with the youth, was just at Clark University, performing for the college kids, Jafet Muzic in the studio. Welcome, welcome.
Jafet Music,
Oh,
baby. good enough.
I told you.
I
Like,
ain't mad at you.
I am so sorry. Yes. I'm going through some family things. I just lost somebody very close to me, so like I just kind of feel a little all over the road. So I apologize for that. I so apologize for that. So I see all these notes I took down today. I was like, don't miss it.
That's a lot.
And every time I look at them, I'm like, oh, it's just like a big blur. Like,
Don't worry about it. We ain't judging you.
right? As long as I just get through tomorrow, like,
And that's what we can
You
look
know?
forward to, you know.
a day at a time,
Exactly.
right? So yeah, I love that. Like, you're so positive. You're working with the Hip Hop Congress. Where were we talking to before we went on break? What were we talking about?
We talking about manifesting.
That's right. Oh, thanks, Angie.
That's a big
Thanks.
one.
Right?
Yeah.
Right. So Tierra Diaz is a big he got me on the manifesting. He's like, you dream it, you think it, you manifest it, and it can happen. And I've had that happen to me when I focus on something and I stay really like, okay, this is it. I don't let the other distractions get in my way.
Right.
I don't let, because I feel like sometimes people don't always want you to get to where you want to be, or like maybe there's some jealousy or something. So like if I just tune myself out and stay in my own lane, which I've been doing, it's not easy either for me. Like
It's vital.
it is lighter, like just keep your mouth shut, like, observe, like, but just staying in your own lane. And, things have been happening for me. Things like, I I kind of joked around about like, oh, I want to do certain things, and now like I'm doing them.
It's amazing.
It is amazing.
But you're putting in the work, and you have the intention. So, it's not just about thinking something. You have to put in the work.
Yeah. Yeah.
You got to have the intentions, like pure intentions.
Yeah.
It can't just be something you want.
I want us all to win. I want to see you go up. I want to see you be like the next Joyner Lucre to the city, because
I could never be the next Joyner Lucre. I'm the one and only.
All right, that's right. Right. So, but like if somebody from the city comes up, then like what? Hey, somebody else might too.
Right, and there's plenty of us that are coming up. There's a lot of people that aren't in the spotlight. They're making big moves, and not everybody needs to know everything either.
Yeah,
you understand what I'm saying? Like, for the most part, like your city will support you once everybody in the world is supporting you.
Yeah.
That's how it works for the most part. But
I feel like the city is showing me nothing but love. And I'm always so grateful for the city of Worcester. Like, and that's why, I'll be out down at the bridge and get involved with the youth and do a lot of giving back too. Because it kind of keeps you connected.
Yeah, there's a lot of great people out here, and there's a strong community of people that support each other.
Yeah.
So it's a beautiful thing, and just step by step, we gotta keep coming together and
that's right.
Keep pulling the right strings.
And I love working with different artists too. Like I'm doing a comedy is a drag show. Working with drag queens, like any solid artist that like wants to co-brand, whether it's a hip hop artist, another comic, I will work with them. Like, cause I feel like when you work together,
right,
it, things happen easier. And then you have a different aspect, like from a different artist.
Yeah. We can connect people from different communities,
Yeah.
At the end of the day, we're living the same life and we all create our reality together. So it's important that we communicate and stay connected.
Absolutely. And just giving the look, like, yeah. So what's the next song that we're going to play of yours?
So the next song we're going to play is actually from SCR Volume 1 featuring Kanan. Kanan actually produced a song. Actually, he's featuring me on the track. He had the track already done and I came in and just jumped on it. It's called Mysterious Maiden.
Wow, he let you just jump on it, huh?
I got to take control.
Jesus, take the wheel.
Definitely.
So he let you in there. That's dope.
That's my brother. So that's how we work. If I'm making a beat and I'm writing a song and somebody walks by and want to get on it, there's like an 80% chance they can get on it.
Really?
I leave that 20% chance. Sometimes I'm like, nah, this is like a solo track. But I'm blessed that he allowed me to jump on it. So he's an incredible artist.
Incredible
artist.
You worked with one of my favorite women hip hop artists in the city, Miss Laura Michelle.
She is amazing as well.
Her voice is just so dope, like
worldly voice. Like
yes, so calming. And I actually did a show at Electric Haze with her not that long ago, and it was great to see her because when the hip hop community started letting me have the stage, she was one of the people I worked with quite often, and I hadn't seen her through the whole pandemic. Touch base once in a while through Facebook, but it was really great to see her and hear her. You got that going? Oh, all right. Super. We're going to listen to the song again. Should we, all right. So Angie's
Laura Michelle, she's awesome. I'm working with her. I have 2 songs with her. The first one is World Is Mine. We shot a video
I
for
love
it.
that song. I thought it was very inspiring and
powerful song.
It is.
And it kind of talks about what you're dealing, what you were talking about, where people don't want to see you succeed. And it's like, it doesn't matter if you don't want to see me succeed.
I'm still,
the world is mine. It's mine for the taking. So that's the concept of that song. And our second song is more of a I would say it's like a love song in a way. So that one should be coming out soon. We plan on shooting a video for that.
She's got a great voice for a love song.
Yeah, she got a great voice for anything.
I know
honestly.
she really does.
It's just smooth and also strong voice.
Yeah.
And she studies music. Like, she's in tune with a lot of the older music and has a strong foundation.
Yes, I've heard her sing cover songs of very hard older music.
I'm picky with the people that I collab with.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, here we go. We got it.
I'll be back alive, baby.
All right, super.
the music slapping rappers since Sean P passed on. Industry make the thing we love again, make the trash on. Pain towards the word, so I drag on. Wishing for something to keep me hopeful, like waiting on that cause. Path towards the truth, so I rap, Lord. Look and twist the karma of his past, it makes to go with the bad thoughts. Never I spend $1 on a beat or a rap form. Rather I spend an hour on the bed for some samples. And I'm cool with me playing my role. Clocking in, but not in tune with the selling the souls. Want the bag, but I can use it to build us a home. You don't follow, you compare cause you weren't taught to have thought, you were taught to follow. I'm the model of theism in human form. Problem, but the ever wish to stop at the circles roll. Middle ground of trials, it's a script in vocal form. Battleground the sound that you wish you could call your own. And we do this shit for hip hop. Can touch the flesh, but shit won't still stop us in my soul. We used to play the ciphers off the tip top till dawn. Yeah, baby, I'm gone. What? Do this shit for hip hop. Can touch the flesh, but shit won't still stop us in my soul. We used to play the. Yeah, baby, I'm gone.
Yo, there ain't no real murder music since Prodigy passed on. One of the last songs to keep it thorough in rap songs. Pack strong punches like Cat Car. Been doing this since Fat Album, Fubu, and Fat Farm. Later to catch on, with fame and the cash gone. The industry is ran by the puppeteers. It's a love affair. Couple cosigns and some ghost shine, yeah, in the upper tier. Less to do with talent, we connected like a drug career. We bring it back to the essence, although it's futuristic. My crew terrific, do explicit to move specific. The rest of gossip in the group like bitches. And I ain't superstitious, grew for my faith, but never grew religious. Though I feel like Christ in this gruesome business. Choose my limits above the heavens, but few can visit. They can touch this. Luscious like palm trees and Dutchess. Really love it, we ain't use it as crutches. And yo, we do this shit for hip hop. And from the bottom, it won't still stop. It's in my soul until I'm old, but never for the flip flop, I'm gone. Yeah, baby, I'm gone. Yo, we do this shit for hip hop. And from the bottom, it won't still stop. It's in my soul until I'm old, but never for the flip flop, I'm gone.
Yeah, baby, I'm gone.
Gone.
All right. All right. I love it. I love it. So, we're going to actually drop your link because people can find your music and stream your music through Bandcamp. I just dropped that in there. So,
it's jafetmusic23.bandcamp.com. Jafet Muzic.
Yeah, I want to do it one more time. It sounded like the YouTube was still up.
Yeah, it was. The YouTube, my Bandcamp is jafetmusic23, bandcamp.com. That is JAFET MUZIC23.
Now, can people get your whole CDs, like all of your LPs?
Yeah, so all my work is on that Bandcamp link. I have the SCR project on all streaming platforms, but I don't stream my solo projects just because I feel it's more beneficial to the artist to, have the music.
Because you have control over it.
Yeah, exactly. And streaming, we get like pennies for our music. So it's like, if people truly want to support and mess with my movement, they will pay what I'm asking for, which isn't a lot of money.
Right. Yeah, of course. So I mean, support your friends, support your people.
I put in a lot of money into my art. Sacrifices people don't even understand. Doing 10 videos in a year is not cheap.
Yeah, not at all. And you had a good quality video.
Best quality.
Who shot that? I knew the name.
So I work with a couple art directors. The main person I work with is Onyx.
Yes.
Onyx Melendez. He's amazing.
He is amazing.
That's my go-to right there.
I actually want to start doing more skits, and I had reached out to him before. When I see his work, and like he does amazing work.
Yeah. I have a vision. I direct my videos, angles, and all that. I already come with a vision, and he just understands it. So like, it's beautiful to work with him. Also, Dre from the Woo.
Okay.
Josh Bliss, incredible shooter. So you can't go wrong with either of those guys.
Yeah. You think they'll be able to do comedy skits?
And Polly Rotten too. Happy birthday, bro. I cannot forget you. You're amazing too, bro.
Happy birthday, Polly Rotten.
Yeah. It's his birthday.
All right. How old?
You turning 33, Larry Bird.
Ooh, 33 is a good number.
I actually had all the kids that at Clark sing happy birthday for him. So I will be sending him a link to that.
Dope. I love it. Yeah, because those kids, you're probably like their hero. Like they studied your music.
So today I performed for the high school and some middle schoolers. The college students, they're the ones that did the reports on the project.
Okay.
The Worcester Hip Hop Congress. So there's a separation from the college students and the high school students.
So the high school students, that's why they're asking for your autograph. Like you're really like a legend.
I mean, I'm just another guy. I'm just another guy.
They're like, I want to do something like this.
Maybe
and
one day I'll
seeing the
be
vision.
considered a legend. Maybe one day.
I think you are. You already are. You're very, very humble.
There's more work to do.
There's always more work to do. Always, always. So what's that like when you see a kid that like you just maybe from the valley or
from anywhere? I mean, it's surreal, and it's kind of like a wake up call for me. It's what I do it for. So that's like the pay. That's like I feel prideful, and it's like it's like manifesting what I wanted to happen. It's a dream come true for me. So. It humbles me and it lets me know that I do have a responsibility and
you're making a difference.
I'm going about it the right way.
We have to take another quick little break. You are listening to Stand Ups and Standouts with Thick Chick Comedy, Serenity Jones on Unity Radio, 97.9 FM, Worcester's Community Connection.
Serenity Jones, Worcester's main squeeze, just follow me. Thick Chick Comedy, Thick Chick Comedy, Thick Chick Comedy. Thick Chick Comedy, Thick Chick Comedy, Thick Chick Comedy. Let's get to the butt of the jokes. I ain't really trying to hang out. Cause now that I got my own show, I'm really trying to branch out. FM Unity Radio, yeah, 97.9. If you got the time to spend it with us, then come on, cause we'll be online. Thick Chick Comedy, Thick Chick Comedy, Thick Chick Comedy. Serenity Jones, Worcester's main squeeze, just follow me. Thick Chick Comedy, Thick Chick Comedy, Thick Chick Comedy.
Unity Radio.
It's the hangout talk, just kicking around. We discovered a love that had never been found.
Worcester, we got you. Hi, Lucy, host of Smooth Grooves, Soul of the City. Enjoy the sounds of R&B, soul, hip-hop, contemporary and classic jazz on Smooth Grooves, Soul of the City. Every evening with your host, yours truly, EC, on Unity 979 and streaming at UTY979FM.org. Unity Radio, Worcester's Community Connection.
Cambio Natural Products is a local Central Mass company that has developed a full line of broad-spectrum CBD products. Derived from industrial hemp, sourced from an MDAR licensed supplier, and always third-party lab tested, Cambio CBD has a product for everyone. Hi, I'm Joe O'Grady with Cambio Natural Products, located in Kelly Square at 156 Green Street, attached to the Worcester Public Market. Cambio is a true lifestyle company. The merger of CBD and healthy living is a natural fit for the soccer mom, weekend warrior, traveler, adventurer, pro or amateur athlete, or an older person gracefully dealing with the aging process. We at Cambio want to help you with a comprehensive understanding of CBD and how it can help you live your best life. Cambio Natural Products, changing lives organically. Learn more at www.cambio-usa.com.
You're listening to Unity 97.9 FM, WUTY. Let's talk, Worcester.
Thick Chick Comedy, Thick Chick Comedy, Thick Chick Comedy. Serenity Jones, Worcester's main squeeze, just follow me. Thick Chick Comedy, Thick Chick Comedy, Thick Chick Comedy. Thick Chick Comedy, Thick Chick Comedy, Thick Chick Comedy. Let's get to the butt of the jokes. I ain't really trying to hang out. Cause now that I got my own show, I'm really trying to bring.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. You are listening to Stand Ups and Standouts with Thick Chick Comedy, Serenity Jones on Unity Radio, 97.9 FM, Worcester's Community Connection. In the studio with me, he's been here before. He'll be here again.
That's a fact.
He is going to be everywhere. Jafet Muzic.
Peace.
And you know who else just came in the studio? Quasi.
The savior.
Yeah. I feel like I almost didn't recognize him because he's been working a 9 to 5. And I kind of thought we broke up, but no, we didn't officially break up. So
No, you can move on, but he ain't gonna move on. He's still here.
you better say, like, we need Quasi. We're a big family here. A big family.
Shout out to Quasi for sure.
Definitely. He's a big supporter of everybody. So you started this at a young age and you just performed in front of high school kids. If you had some advice to some of the kids that might have saw you today on, what they could do if they're interested in, the music industry, what would be some advice you'd give them?
Number one advice is just love yourself, love what you're doing. Don't be in a rush. Understand there's a process to get where you want to go. And just be self-sufficient as much as possible, like how we were just talking.
Yeah.
Meaning invest into your art, work hard to invest into your equipment, learn as much as you can, and stay humble. And just stay humble and love yourself, believe in yourself. Don't let anyone take you off of your path.
So I thought was really, really interesting is that you just told me that you are producing this in your room, like you're putting this music, this caliber of music out in your home.
Yeah, like I spent 10 years working like 2 jobs by paying, like I lived on my own since I was like 19, paying my own bills, and I'm working 2 jobs. So like between paying all my bills and rent, make sure that I'm self-sufficient, I was investing into equipment.
Yeah.
So like at one point I almost went homeless, right? And like I had like $500 to my name. And I was like, I don't know when I'm gonna have this money again. So it's like I'm about to go homeless, but I have this money, and I ended up buying a microphone. So like I took a crazy leap, right? Because I'm about to go homeless, but I bought a like $450 microphone.
I can relate to that.
And I didn't end up using that microphone until like 5-6 years later.
Really?
And that's the microphone that I'm recording my albums with. I edit my own music. I record my own vocals alone in the room.
How come you didn't use it? Like
I just didn't have the space and the quality of level of equipment that I needed to produce what I needed to produce. So it wasn't until I linked up with Danny Phantom. He's really vital to that process. There's pieces of equipment that he has let me use and still letting me use.
Where's his studio? Let's shout his studio.
It's in my house.
Oh, is that always in your house?
Like
okay.
I make sure I get an extra room where I live at everywhere I move, just so I can like build up a booth and like set up the equipment.
Yeah.
So
you're investing in yourself.
Yeah. So like I invested into drum machines, keyboards,
all of
laptops, recording programs, and I did this all, within 10-year span. So it took a long time to get all the pieces, and I actually produced my first song called Tired. Which I performed today for the kids, and it's an amazing song. So if you can check that out, Tired, Jafet Music. Or if you want to check out my production, I make beats, holla at me.
Now you said that you would be sitting right behind the engineer the whole time.
Yeah, so like at first, the SCR project and even some of my first project, I recorded with Brendan Brady. He's like a Grammy engineer. Like he just mixed and mastered Millie and Dave East project, which is like on the Billboard. So I was able to sit behind him and just like at every session, I would just pay attention to what he was doing. And that's where I learned how to edit my own vocals and little tricks here and there where now I could be self-sufficient in my recording process.
Yeah, absolutely. I know that. I mean, as much as you can take in, I love sitting like with a seasoned comic and like being able to pick their brains and, because their setup is more in depth than mine. Like I'm going to get there. Like I'm, 4 years in, so it's going to get there. But I love picking their brains and seeing how they handle themselves within the audience. Right, like exactly. If there's a heckler or, I've learned so much from seasoned comics that, will invest the time. Like, like there's 2 ways certain things can go. And, like kind of prepare yourself in your head for each scenario.
And I do the same thing with rappers I respect. Like I sit in front of that stage. I'm a student. Like I'm not above anyone. If anything, everyone's better than me. That's the way I look at it, because everyone does something different. It's not necessarily that they're better, but like I look at it, you do something. It's a difference. There's something that you do that I don't do. So let me study it. Let me give you that respect, and we never stop being students of life if we really care about growing.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And I'm always paying attention. I'm like, oh, I like that. Like Eliza Scheschlinger, I was like, okay, I want to start like getting like, she's got certain little like nicks that she does. And I was like, all right, like I want to start like adapting like what mine would be. And
all the great ones study the greats. That's just how it goes.
You have to.
That's just how it goes.
Yeah, amazing. So what else is going on with you? What can we look forward to? What's going to be coming out? And people are going to find you at the Bandcamp link that we dropped in the comments, and I'll put that on the Facebook page as well.
Yeah, and today's a great day to purchase the project. Bandcamp isn't charging any fees, so I get like 95% of the money. My birthday's next Saturday, so if you want to go ahead, you support the art, cop that project. That is jafetmusic23.bandcamp.com.
That's right. It's going to be his birthday. Good guy. And you donated all your money back to the kids.
Yeah. So I did get some money from the performance today. I ended up splitting half with the other 2 performers, and then the other half I donated to the Worcester Hip Hop Congress, so we can start building and getting things together on that, and so we can do more for the community.
Investing.
Yeah. It's not. I didn't do today's performance for the money. I've turned down at least 20 money
I
performances.
know you have.
In the last
I've
couple
offered
years.
you gigs.
So I don't need the money.
Yeah.
I need to build and inspire.
Yeah, absolutely.
Eventually, I need the money. You know what I'm saying? But right now, we trying to put in the groundwork.
Right, and giving back to the kids, keeping them out
important.
of trouble, and just growing. Just growing.
Yeah, hip hop is about community. Never forget that.
So where can people purchase this book that you're in? The Real of 20.
So this book is a perfect book to purchase if you want care about hip hop history. You can purchase that book by hitting up Edward Sunez Rodriguez on Facebook. He also, he's also on Instagram. So if you just look up Sunez, Sunez, you will find it. Prolific writer from New York. He runs the 5% Nation School in the Mecca. So there's a real educated man, and he's really in tune with the pulse of the culture. So yeah, go cop that and support. You'll see my name on page 6 and 7, which is incredible.
I know, amazing, absolutely amazing. I was like trying to get the connection, like how did they link up? Because he's not a Worcester guy.
No,
and like I was reading, like he's a premier hip hop writer.
Yeah, for sure. He just heard some of my production about 4 or 5 years ago, and he asked me about he could use it for his radio show, and of course I let him. And just ever since then, he's been keeping an eye on me. So once I rolled out all these projects last year. He already knew who I was, so it was easy to connect the dots.
What an opportunity that is.
Yeah, I'm blessed to be part of in tune with the community, where it's gonna take me to the next level.
Mm-hmm.
My next projects that I got coming out is with Dr. G. That is where the Heavenly Father song is on. That project is called Death to Rebirth. Dr. G is from Manchester, UK.
Now, how did you link up with him? And how do you guys work? Like, where he's in the UK and
I record my own music, so I send him the stems to the music, and then the digital age is a beautiful thing for hip hop.
I'm a little older than you. Like, I'm so resistant towards it.
So yeah, and it's a tool. We can't get lost in the nonsense that comes along with it, but if we utilize it as a tool, you can open any door in the world.
And so what? He's in another country, like the communicate, like how does that all
So I'm up at 5 a.m. every day.
Oh, and it's probably still like nighttime.
they're like what, like I think they're 6 hours ahead or something like that.
Yeah.
So I'm always available to him when it's midday over there. I'm just waking up, so it's perfect.
Perfect time to get him down.
Yeah, we connect and link. He's a great guy. So this Death to Rebirth project should be out in a couple months. And after that, I'm working on a project with Domingo, which is a super producer. He's from East New York, and he's produced for every big name in the industry.
That's good stuff.
Every single MC that I grew up idolizing, he's produced for. So that project should be out at the end of this year as well, hopefully.
Who were some of your idols?
A lot of people. Obviously Nas, Big Pun, MF Doom, Jay-Z, KRS-One, Big Daddy Kane, Coogee Rap.
All the OG ones. All the OG.
I grew up on Big L. I can keep going.
And then so the rap fair.
Yep.
Want to just give a quick little plug on that before we wrap it up?
So the rap fair, they do it yearly. Max Stern put it together. Incredible teacher. I'm sure the kids love him. We connected with him this summer. I actually did a workshop teaching self-love and self-expression by utilizing my first album. So we connected through that. He wanted me to perform. So I wasn't going to take the performance, but he's such a good guy and doing such an incredible job and I obviously want to perform for the children. So that's how it came about.
I love it.
So shout out to Max, man. He was out breaking moves for the kids. Yo.
That's right. Crazy. That's right. You got to get me in there.
I want doing crazy moves. That's wild.
I need to be at that, breakdancing this year.
We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it live. We're gonna be signing up a lot of community events with SCR. We're looking to connect with other brands in the city. So anybody out there that have any events, holla at me. Let's get it popping. It's time to really turn it up.
Let's do it up, guys. Thanks so much for tuning in. Don't forget this Saturday, One Eye Jacks, 433 Park Ave, and tune in today at 5:00 for Labo News. Luz Mejia is making a comeback on Unity Radio. So we will see you next week. You've been listening to Stand Ups and Standouts with Thick Chick Comedy Serenity Jones on Unity Radio 97.9 FM, Worcester's Community Connection.
I ain't really trying to hang out. Cause now that I got my own show, I'm really trying to branch out. FM Unity Radio, yeah, 97.9. If you got the time to spend it with us, then come on, cause we'll be online. Thick Chick Comedy, Thick Chick Comedy, Thick Chick Comedy. Serenity Jones, Worcester's main squeeze, just follow me. Thick Chick Comedy, Thick Chick Comedy.
Hi, I'm Haley from Donut Homies. Enjoy our custom-made donut treats. We aim for uniqueness in the products we make. Donut Homies is located at 160 Green Street at the Worcester Public Market in the Canal District. Donut Homies.